everyone, it's Dorothy Vanderjack and Teresa McDougall, and we're here to talk about building relationships. We want you to have a strong climate and culture in your building, and the first thing we want you to work on are building those relationships. So administrators, take the time, be present, go to the events that your teachers have, their special events. They might have a debate night, they may have some activities, there might be a roller skating party, there's some field trips that they want you to attend. Take the time and go with the teachers, because it not only builds relationships with the teachers, the students are so excited to see you there. They absolutely love it. So take the time to attend the extra events.
You may not realize the importance of those field trips. I know it's another day out of your building and you just can't afford to do that. But I remember those times when the principals attended our field trips, the relationships that they could build with the students, and more importantly, the parents who attend those field trips get to see the principals in a more authentic and relevant way. So be sure to attend those, even if you drive out separately.
Absolutely. Having community members come into your school is another tip that we want to share, because it helps the community support the school and the school building and the staff. Your bankers will come in and talk to your students. We had that quite a bit. And a lot of times it was moms and dads, but it was also their supervisors that would come in. You could have accountants, you could have the baker, you could have the pizza place. It's so exciting to do that because you build that community rapport, and then a lot of times those places will invite your students to come out, whether it's the post office or the local restaurant. It's just a fun way to connect with the community.
And it's a great way to grow the career and science and technology standards that we have as well. Mm-hmm. And I've worked in districts where it's lower socioeconomic, and they love seeing those local community members come in because they never knew that those were possibilities for careers for them. Mm-hmm. The other thing that you can do is when you send out your weekly reminders and that kind of thing to parents or to staff, make sure you recognize the special events that are going on in their lives. If somebody had a baby, recognize that. If somebody had a special achievement, maybe they went scuba diving or just became certified, or maybe their child graduated from college. They need to know that you know what's going on in their lives. It's important to them.
Mm-hmm. People care. They post it all over Facebook because they want you to know what's happening in their lives, their families' lives. So you recognize it and share it too is exciting. And Teresa talked about putting it on the week's events. Those week's events are so critical that you send out weekly, because the staff, they want to know that you're planning and you're preparing like you're expecting them to prepare. So knowing what's coming and what they can put on their calendar and how they can organize their schedule is so critical. So it not only offers what's happening for the week as a reminder, but again, special events and special things happening with your staff are key to include in there.
Absolutely. And staff wants to know that you're communicating everything that's going on in the building, even though sometimes they may feel like they're not hearing everything. By having those in the communication that you put out every week, it's important. You can always go back to those highlights with staff. So finally, what we want to share with you is one that I personally had started in my building, and the teachers loved it. We called it Joe to Go's, but we traveled in different classrooms each week, and we provided a coffee bar, and sometimes we'd have coffee cakes or donuts or fruit, and it was just a time just to have casual conversations, just check in. How's things going, what's going on in your life, just to get to know each other and build that sense of community. Also offer that up for parents. If you just had a time each week or every other week or once a month where parents knew that they could come in at 10 o'clock on Monday and have just a coffee conversation with you.
Absolutely. Name it around you if you want to, whether it was donuts with Dorothy or coffee with Kevin, cappuccinos with Connie. You can do that too instead of having Joe to go. So make it personal, like the muffins with moms and the donuts for the dads. Make it around what works in your building. So we're so happy to express these leadership lessons to you, and we hope that you build those relationships, because that's at the heart and the soul of the learning and the success for our students. So get out there, build those relationships, and fire up for learning.